Oh, who is your favourite Disney princess? I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Firstly, have you heard that each Disney princess could represent a different mental health condition? If you haven't, I'm going to touch on that in this video today. And I'm going to tell you what I think the Disney princess that is your favourite tells me about you. Don't forget to share this with anybody else who loves Disney princesses or Disney in general, and what your least favourite Disney princess also tells you about you. So let's get started. So, Snow White. She represents innocence, trust, and kindness. Snow White sees the good in everyone, even in dangerous and unkind situations. Her story emphasises resilience through adversity and the power of community. The mental health connection that she kind of comes up with is she symbolises dependence personality disorder, reflecting her reliance on others for safety and comfort. Her naivety might also indicate emotional immaturity or a lack of autonomy. If she's your favourite, you're likely to have a nurturing spirit, a deep trust in humanity, and you may also value simplicity, optimism, or kindness in others. If she's your least favourite, you might find her too passive and wish for characters who exhibit more independence and agency. Cinderella. She represents hope, inner beauty, and perseverance. Cinderella's story revolves around enduring hardship and believing that kindness and patience will bring justice eventually. The mental health connection is that she could represent PTSD, having survived emotional abuse and neglect. Her resilience reflects how people cope with trauma whilst maintaining hope. If she's your favourite, you're likely a dreamer who believes in the power of kindness and transformation. You value justice and appreciate those who rise above their circumstances. If, though, she's your least favourite, you might find her story relies too much on external intervention, e.g. the fairy godmother, rather than her own actions. If your favourite is Aurora, she represents elegance, destiny, and trust in love. Aurora's story centres on waiting for fate to align, symbolising belief in serendipity. The mental health connection for her is her prolonged sleep could represent dissociative states or hypersomnia. She may symbolise feeling disconnected from reality or stuck in an inactive state. If she's your favourite, you likely value grace, romantic ideals, and finding beauty in patience and fate. If she's your least favourite, you might find that you prefer characters who actively shape their destiny rather than relying on fate. Ariel. Ariel represents curiosity, self-discovery, and freedom. Ariel's quest for exploring the unknown symbolises a desire to break free from constraints and pursue individuality. The mental health connection is that she could symbolise OCD through her obsessive collecting of human artifacts and impulsivity in pursuing her own desires without considering consequences. If she's your favourite, you're adventurous, you're creative, and unafraid to chase your dreams, even if it means taking risks. If she's your least favourite, you might see her choices as reckless or prioritising characters who approach life more thoughtfully. Belle. She represents intelligence, compassion, and seeing beyond appearances. Belle values substance over superficialness and the drive and the thirst for the knowledge. The mental health connection is that Belle might reflect intellectual overexcitability, constant seeking stimulation through books and ideas. Some interpretations would also suggest Stockholm Syndrome. If she's your favourite, you value curiosity, emotional depth, and meaningful connections. You likely see the best in people. If she's your least favourite, you might feel her story is overly idealistic or puts too much emphasis on changing others. Jasmine. Jasmine represents independence, courage, self-respect. Jasmine challenged societal norms, refusing to conform to expectations or limitations. The mental health condition that this might be connected to is her defiance might reflect social anxiety, fighting against feeling trapped by her role, or oppositional defiance disorder in how she rebels against restrictions. If she's your favourite, you might admire autonomy and the courage to break free from oppressive norms. But if she's your least favourite, it might suggest that you find her actions too reactionary or wish for deeper character development. Pocahontas, my favourite, one of my favourites. She represents wisdom, intuition, and harmony with nature. Pocahontas embodies the idea of connecting with the earth and bridging the divides between cultures. The mental health condition is that she reflects traits of highly sensitive people or empaths with her emotional depth and ability to perceive things beyond the surface. If she's your favourite, you're likely to value empathy, balance, and connection to the world around you. You may have a strong desire to bring people together and make peace. If she's your least favourite, you might find that her story oversimplifies or romanticizes real-life issues. Mulan. Mulan represents courage, loyalty, defying expectations. Mulan's journey symbolizes honoring one's identity while breaking free from societal norms. The mental health connection is that she might represent gender dysphoria, feeling out of place in her assigned role or possibly imposter syndrome, doubting her capabilities despite her successes. If she's your favourite, you value bravery, authenticity, and courage to challenge conventions. If she's your least favourite, you might feel like her story lacks emotional vulnerability or personal relationships. Tiana. She represents hard work, ambition, and balancing dreams with reality. Tiana's story highlights dedication and the value of perseverance. The mental health connection for her, it might represent being a workaholic or being a perfectionist, where her self-worth is tied to her productivity and the hustle culture. If she's your favourite, you're likely to be a go-getter who values determination and success through effort. If she's your least favourite, you might prefer stories that are more magical or whimsical. Rapunzel. Rapunzel represents hope, creativity, and self-discovery. Rapunzel escapes from her tower, symbolizing breaking free from restrictions to embrace her full potential. The mental health connection for her, she might reflect the traits of being a narcissistic abuse survivor, having been manipulated and isolated, even agoraphobia, fearing the outside world. If she's your favourite, you're optimistic, you're creative, you're drawn to characters who find their strength. If she's your least favourite, you might see her as overly naive and wishing for more complexity. Merida. She represents independence, bravery, and family bonds. Merida emphasizes authenticity and forging one's own path. The mental health connections is that she could reflect ADHD or impulse control issues, with her risk-taking and emotional intensity. If she's your favourite, you might value freedom, authenticity, and boldness. If she's your least favourite, you might feel that her impulsivity overshadows her depth. Moana, my other favourite. She represents leadership, adventure, and finding one's purpose. Moana's journey is about self-belief and discovering or rediscovering her heritage. The mental health connection is that she might symbolize existential anxiety or leadership fatigue, balancing personal desires and the responsibility that she has to others. If she's your favorite, you're purposeful, empathetic, and value courage and connection. If she's your least favorite, you might prefer more romantic or interpersonal dramas or stories. Elsa, my least favorite. She represents individuality, self-acceptance, and overcoming fear. Elsa's journey revolves around embracing her uniqueness and managing her emotions. The mental health connection. She might represent anxiety or avoidance personality disorder, retreating to avoid harming others. If she's your favourite, you value introspection, self-expression, and creativity. If she's your least favourite, you might find her overly dramatic, too self-focused, compared to more action-orientated characters, feeling that she's a bit cold and shut off. Anna. She represents love, determination, optimism. Anna's loyalty and need for connection drives her story. Mental health connection is that she could reflect codependency, abandonment issues, and constantly seeking approval, validation, and connection. If she's your favourite, you're likely to be warm, loyal, and value deep relationships. You may see yourself as somebody who fights for love and connection, no matter the odds. If she's your least favourite, you might feel her reliance on others is excessive, and you might prefer characters with more independence and more self-reliance. Any of this hit the mark? Is this something that interests people? Because I find this stuff so fascinating. So tell me, who is your favourite Disney princess and your least favourite? And did I hit the mark?